Hello everybody, Danny here, and this is Samurai Warriors 4 Empires. Let's get to it. Anyway, I've been really looking forward to this game. I would have recorded this sooner, but Shop 2, well, not Shop 2, Royal Mail kept losing my parcel, so... anyway, we got various modes that we can choose here, but we're going to be playing on Conquest mode. Now, to unlock more of these things, you need to actually complete a character's ambition. We'll be playing in 1560, and we'll be playing on normal. We're going to be really having famous female officers, and we're going to be keeping officer depths on. Okay, so exit. Now, as you can see here, like for example, Oda, his ambition is to take the capital of Japan. Pretty simple. You can play after you do your ambition, but if you complete the ambition and end the game, you unlock the next scenario. Now, I did try this game a little bit out before recording this Let's Play, mostly because A, I was having recording troubles with it, and B, I actually didn't want to sound like a complete idiot while playing this. Oh, and another thing about sounding like an idiot, I'm not a native Japanese speaker. Most of these names I've never actually heard said out aloud before. I'm more of a Dynasty Warriors fan, so bear that in mind. But this is definitely a much better game than Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires, because where your officers are positioned and stuff is actually important in this game, while in Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires it's not. They can basically be in this side of the country and attack someone from this side of the country, for example. Anyway, who are we going to be? Well, of course we're going to be the Tokugawa clan. This is the clan that we completed the game with on Samurai Warriors 2 Empires, and I figured it would be pretty fun to try them out again. You'll notice that all the voice acting's in Japanese, which I actually do prefer because, again, this game's set in Japan, so... Alright, so, now what we need to do is actually set our strategist and our guys for the bottom three rooms at the bottom here. Right, of course we want the most well-rounded person to be our strategist, so Ishikawa is going to become that. Oh god, what an ear-piercing shrill voice. Yeah, he's getting replaced since I get someone good. Anyway, now we got magistrates, and you'll notice that we won't have enough men to fill, like, each of these ones can hold up to 2 people, and we don't have enough officers to do that. The thing I'm mostly focusing on is military and development. So that's what we're going to be doing. Right, so troop strength's going to be pretty high. You'll notice that the arrow pointing up means that this guy's really has a lot of energy, is really motivated. The thing, if it's pointing to the right, it means like he's average. He's like, you know, he's not really motivated or energetic, but he's not really tired or demotivated either. If the arrow is pointing downwards or starting to point downwards, that means it's starting to get tired or demotivated. So, what I like to do at this part of the game is actually put a lot of stuff into development and military, because that's the stuff that matters the most. And then only putting one person in personnel. Okay, so Anzu Tori will have to be our personnel officer. Imagine that guy staring at you as your personnel manager at work. Like, you would never come to that guy with any of your problems. Anyway, we'll confirm magistrates. These guys are now locked in for 4 months, or aka 4 turns. Next spring we'll be able to actually change them around again, but right now this is what we're going to have to put up with. Alright, so okay, so the guy's going to recommend we invade our neighbours to the right, and I absolutely would suggest doing so, because again, it's part of our ambition. Not that we're playing toward, like, we're gonna try to conquer the whole of Japan. That, you know, like, starting off around us is actually pretty decent. I'd definitely say taking out this guy first is definitely definitely way forward. I wouldn't want to go after Oda straight away. Okay, we got directives. Now, directives is basically how many policies we can act per turn. Now, if we were to just pick one policy from my Shogun, we'd only be able to do one thing per turn. But if you see here, we got a bunch of policies. Like for Sakai here, he's saying, hey, we should maybe inspect our people to raise our fame, and also raise our rice field of Okazaki Castle. Tarata Tori, he's basically saying, hey, recover your troop strengths, but also acquire basic tactic troop economy 1. Hanzo Tori is saying, hey, you should really employ this officer, and request Ieyasu to instruct Hanzo Hattori in raising his wisdom. I'm actually going to do this because having an additional officer right at the very start is very, very, very useful. It will give us the numbers advantage we need. Alright, so this is going to raise his wisdom, and we get hire some kind of generic here. He has policies of exempt, which is fantastic. We can't hire any more officers until we get more castles, so bear that in mind. Okay, so oh, we've used up our one and only directive, so I guess we gotta click next. Not much happened on the first turn. Alright, so let's check our proposals again. Sakai is basically saying, hey, raise your fame and raise your commerce. Which we're actually going to do, because fame actually allows us to do more stuff during a turn. The more fame we have, the more directors we have. The more directors we have, the more shit we can do within a single season. So... Alright, we're in autumn. Looks like we have a looks like we actually have a special event. These don't cost us a directive, so it's always worth doing them. Let's click on it. The 3 arrows. Tokugawa calls 3 of his retainers to the conference and place 3 arrows in front of them. I wish to speak the power of unity. You may be able to break a single arrow, but I doubt you'll be able to break 3. In turn, each of the 3 retainers tried their best to snap the arrows in half. They cannot be broken. They won't break. Snap! Hey, this is kind of fun. That weedy motherfucker broke his arrows. Obviously, this didn't go as planned. The game does like to add some random comedy bits like that sometimes. Okay, so let's check out what we need to do. Raise our fame, raise rice yield, high formation serpent. Actually, this is what we want to do, because we want to raise our troop strength real quickly. Increases movement speed of all allied forces. Excellent. Alright. When you use a formation during a battle, your allies will be powered for a limited number of time. Limited period of time. The enemy can also use formations. Be sure to take multiple formations with you. Alright, so I think we now actually have enough resources and stuff to make an attack. So I'm actually going to save it here. And when we return, we will actually begin our first battle. So I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.